It's me, psychic medium Daniel Monroe, and
Mama Corey.
it's Mama Corey. It's mother to us all.
On the mothership.
The mothership. Oh my gosh. So, tonight we are talking about why you are feeling so tired even when you're doing nothing, or why you just feel tired in general and can't seem to energetically recoup, energetically bring your energy back up, energetically pull yourself out of that funk. So let me know how many of you in the comments have been feeling emotionally or mentally exhausted lately. Let me tell you, I know I have been feeling so exhausted, but I can at least look back on my day, on my week, on my month, my 2 months, and be like, okay, this is where it's coming from. This is how I can improve it. But a lot of people are feeling emotionally numb, unmotivated, anxious, stuck, having panic attacks more. And so many people right now are feeling that overwhelming feeling or disconnected feeling. And I want to talk tonight about how exhaustion today isn't always physical, that it's also emotional, it's energetic, it's spiritual, it's financial, it's mentally, or even it's just our nervous system that is exhausted. And again, we have so many people who are empaths and so many people who are constantly caregivers and caretakers, and they tend to take it on and then go sit at home and go, oh my gosh, why can't I catch a break? Or why can't I pull myself out of this funk? So, tonight we're going to be talking about not trying to fix you, but about understanding what your mind, body, and soul may be trying to say, because there is the answer within us and there's an answer within what is happening or what we're going through. So make sure you guys say hello. We're also going to be pulling cards, and we're going to be really diving deep tonight, and I hope you guys enjoy the new time frame, or back to the old original time frame at 6 o'clock. But Mama Corey,
Yes.
the queen of the garden, what did you do today, of the lawnmower?
Yes. I'm a John Deere queen.
John Deere queen, that's what it is.
It's John Deere green, and my little thing that other thing is Jane Deere, its wife.
Jane Deere, oh my gosh.
Yes, I was out mowing before we got came before I came here.
So have you been feeling that like energetic, like, I'm exhausted, I just can't pull myself out of the funk? Or have you noticed like some people that, because you've been, here, which we have a lot to talk about, but you've been like here doing card readings and sitting down with a bunch of people. I know I just powered through back to back 3 hour and a half sessions all day long. And so there has been a theme I've noticed.
Usually when I'm doing cards or hypnotherapy, I do get drained. But this weekend, I got so lucky. I had really awesome people with awesome energy. But
Yay.
there are energy vampires out there.
Yeah.
That's what I call them. And sometimes energy zapped. I mean, I'm not a diet guru, especially if you know me, I'm not. But sometimes it's kind of like you go to your comfort foods, and that will bring you down and make you tired. See what you just ate.
Yeah. You noticed.
My when if I eat bread, I'm ready. It's like a Valium, honestly.
Yeah.
And I had learned years ago that when I was having panic attacks when I was young, I learned that carbohydrates made me tired.
Hmm.
So I would get very anxious, go eat a big bowl of macaroni and cheese, and I would calm down. Or if I had a um, something big happen, and next thing I know, I'm like dealing with it with a big old bowl of rice in front of me.
Or ice cream.
Well, but that's not really
No,
a
that's mine.
carbohydrate.
That's mine.
but but the thing is it would calm me down. It would bring me down so that I wasn't so wired and anxious. So when I start to get that lethargic feeling, I check first. What
Yeah.
did I eat? Did I just have bread? Chances are, if I had macaroni and cheese or a bit bread, I'm going to be a little bit drained, a little bit tired. It
Yeah.
just it for me that does it. And then also if you're around somebody that you're trying to help and do a lot of things for, and they're not taking the help and they're not taking your well loved guidance, that's draining.
So draining.
That's draining. It will make you exhausted because you're giving them all of your extra energy
Right. That you don't have.
that you don't have to spare if you're busy. Like you've got you I almost had three kids. You've got two kids, you're the arc 222, and and you have a business that you're getting off. You're helping with James. You've got a lot of irons in the fire,
Hmm.
and you don't have an extra bit
No.
of energy. But when you give it to someone, it's tiring. Be it a family member that comes in, or I see a lot of young me in you, because I was the one that people would drop the drama off and then
Right.
go about their day. Because
Right.
I was in it. But trust me, I was listening to it. I was in it. I was directing traffic, everything. But it got to where I was so exhausted, and it wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
But it was very exhausting,
Yeah.
and I had to start realizing who is draining my energy, and
Hmm.
those people I still have things to do with them, but it's not my daily driver.
Right. So some of us don't need more motivation right now. We need permission to just simply breathe. And like,
Hmm.
I just had a situation happen today, and it's like, you know what? Let's just take a breath and enjoy that this is the end. And let's
Hmm.
recalibrate and look at, you know what, moving forward, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. And I'm not chasing after anybody. And so people have to like remember like we are living in a constant state of stimulation. We have phones, social media, bad news cycles, comparison. We have financial stress, relationship stress, pressure to constantly
And we have to
perform.
figure out what's AI.
Yeah.
That's a new stress.
Yeah. But people are emotionally carrying more than what they realize, and highly sensitive people absorb environments, emotions, and tensions without even noticing it immediately. And many people are surviving and not actually living. And our nervous system was never designed to stay activated 24/7. So, really be mindful of, again, is somebody around you being a dark cloud? Is somebody around you you're just like, you know what, I can't save you, I can't help you, I can't, want this for you, because chances
Hmm.
are that they have so much around them energetically, emotionally, that you have to realize that they are overstimulating you. Like today when that situation happened, I was just like, you know what, that person was overstimulating, and things
Hmm.
happen for a reason. So you have to always think about you first and your nervous system and how it cannot tell the difference between a tiger chasing you and a constant emotional stress, because it will respond the same. That response feels the same. So for those of you joining, make sure you come on in, say hello, 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 tell us where you're from, make sure you start tagging people, do the little @ sign, we'll pull some cards. But we're talking about why you're so tired even when you're doing nothing, and we're trying to help you pinpoint what it is you have going on in your life. And I want people to think that you're exhausted, or not think. I want people to become aware that you're exhausted, not because you're failing, not because you're letting people down. It's because your body's responding exactly what it was designed to do, and to tell you, like, hey, something in your atmosphere, something in your energy, someone in your energy, someone in your bubble is actually bringing you down and
Hmm.
exhausting you, or a situation or work. It really just depends on what you have going on, but really taking a moment. So let us know in the comments if you know. You don't have to say their name, you don't have to tag them. Don't tag those
Don't
people.
tag those. We don't want
Don't,
them. We
don't
got
tag
our
those.
own.
Yeah. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. But
You're like, is it a tiger? Is it a bee? Is it something I should run from or something I should swat?
yeah. Either way, I don't want to have to put energy into it. But no, truly, we go through so much in the physical world. And I've seen this through spirit, and I've seen it through the years being a psychic medium, that we tend to break ourselves first before we let somebody else deal with their own stuff. And I've seen it time and time again that we would, I know, like me, and I've talked about this in therapy, like I would rather go through it, and my therapist would be like, why are you doing it? And I go, well, listen, I'd rather go through it than see somebody else go through it. So I'd rather take it on and break myself down and shatter myself down instead of somebody else doing it or having to go through it. But I had to learn that I can't do that anymore. Like my own nervous system, my own energy, my own focal point, I can't put that in. That's why this roundabout with a certain individual, I was like, look, I'm not rearranging my whole life. I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. I'm giving you opportunities. And at the end of the day, if you mess up, it doesn't affect me. It breaks my heart. And it's wild how people can just, shit on you so quickly. But in reality, like this is why we didn't add them onto our phone plan instantly, rearrange your room, do this, do that, and X, Y, and Z, because instantly, as soon as that energy stepped foot into my home, I could just feel
the chaos.
You could feel the chaos. You could feel that draining because I'm very aware of it now. And remember when this individual even called me, I said, nope, I can't do long term. And we even said 30 days, because that was my boundary. That was my feeling. That was my nervous system and my intuition telling me they're not here for a long time, honey.
And they weren't here for a good time either.
No, they weren't.
No, it is. And it's just sad, but you just cannot let them be energy vampires.
Yeah.
And I'm here to tell you, I was a people pleaser for everything. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I was.
Not you.
But let me tell you, one thing I have learned, that it's okay to be told you're mean.
Yeah, or a bitch.
Or the C word.
Yeah.
Cat. But it's okay. You're going to live and you're going to grow tougher, because I've been told, I was told I was mean today, actually.
By who? Oh. I think you get that at least once a day now, though.
Yeah, I do. I do. But
it wasn't me, just so we're all clear. Don't start hating on the Daniel Monroe train. Hello. Hi. I smudge to clear negativity. I stay away from energy vampires. Hello, darlings, from Trabuco Canyon, California.
Temecula?
No, it's Trabuco. Ryan, do you know? I don't want to offend anybody.
From California.
From California. Hello, darling. The amount of sighs and attempted deep breaths I go through every day is insane. Yeah, it's wild. Make sure you guys come on in and say hello and where you're from, and go ahead again, start tagging people. We're going to pull cards. I have my cards. Mama Corey has hers. And if you guys are just joining, we're talking about why you're so tired even when you are doing nothing. Because we go through it, and again, sitting down with clients, I see people going, I'm just so drained. You know what did come through today during the reading? My client, her loved one in spirit said, oh, from Canada. Hello from Canada. We thought it was Canada. Her loved one in spirit said, and I was like, listen, he's very direct, tough love. Don't shoot the messenger. He just said to me, you're exhausted and you don't have help, or you don't feel like you have help. However, you haven't asked. And that hit home for me, because I was like, your loved ones that are here in the physical world don't even realize, because mom is okay. Mom seems like she's got it together. Mom has it together. Mom doesn't need our help. She always is operating at a high, pushing forward. So we don't need to slow down and help babysit X, Y, and Z, or jump in and take care of. And her loved one in spirit called her out and said, because you haven't even asked. They don't see it. So hello. Look at all you beautiful people coming on in. Come on in and say hello. But let's kind of discuss something right quick. that also is a sign of, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. I can't pull myself out of X, Y, and Z. Bed rotting. Bed rotting, shutting down mode, emotional numbness. Because people joke about it online, but underneath it, it's often emotional depletion.
Yeah.
There's times where, like, Corey will know I'm at a low because I go, I just want to lay in bed.
Hmm.
I haven't had that moment in a minute because, my babies.
Yeah, that'll keep you for a while.
Honestly, I don't think I've had that moment since I adopted the boys.
Well, you're not going to.
Yeah. Because a
Let me just
true,
put it out there. You're not
yeah,
going
because a
to.
true parent doesn't put their needs first. Like
Yeah.
you put your kids first. And honestly, let me tell you, they're cheating. And I was exhausted yesterday. I'm not going to lie. I was
Yeah, they are
exhausted.
teething big time. I got bit several times this weekend just from like nyam, 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 and
Yeah.
I'm dumb enough to put my finger in there.
Yeah. And now there's teeth. She was like, it's a piranha. But no. But then the moment they giggle, the moment they look at you and they just smile and a big old smile just erases all of that. But when we go through that feeling of, you know what, I need to just lay in bed or I need to shut down mode and emotionally become numb, that doesn't, I have to say this, that doesn't make you lazy. All right. Even if you are a parent and you can, have the time to do it because you're emotionally overloaded. I was taught on the farm back in the day to always work, 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 go, go, go. No matter if you were sick, no matter if you just had teeth surgery, you still had cows to go milk, honey. And
Mhm.
when I first met Corey, I would be like, Corey, I'm exhausted. And she goes, honey, you've had this happen, that happened, this happened, that happened. It's okay to go lay down. And I'm like, what?
I think we went and laid down in my bed.
Yeah. And she was like, it's okay to take a nap. It's okay to just step away.
Yeah.
And sometimes people have to shut down. And that shutdown happens when the brain and the body can't process more stress. So I want you guys to remember this though, that there's fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. Many people live in that freeze mode without even realizing it. You're on that autopilot. So some things that you can like pay attention to is, are you avoiding text messages or calls? Are you sleeping more? Are you feeling disconnected from passions? Are you scrolling endlessly? Are you wanting isolation? Because your body will eventually force stillness if you refuse to slow down willingly. So pay attention and put in the comments, are you avoiding text messages or calls? Are you sleeping more or wanting to sleep more? Are you feeling disconnected from passions? Are you scrolling endlessly? Or are you wanting to isolate? Because chances are you're in this moment that your body and your soul and your spirit guides are telling you, take a moment for yourself.
Your body's an amazing thing because if you don't, it will.
Yeah. Or spirit will trip you and you fall down some stairs and maybe snap an ankle, can't you?
True. In fact, I thought about her today when I put these shoes on. Well, I wonder if these look like the shoes she went down the stairs.
We have a friend that's always go, 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 go. And she ends up like falling and breaking something or you're spraining her ankle. And it's like, Corey has to remind her, like, honey, this is your body, this is your soul, this is your spirit
Slow
guides.
down.
Slow down.
I've noticed that people that are business people go like high stress migraines,
Mm,
migraines, and not a doctor or anything like that, but what I've noticed is a migraine is somebody that works too hard.
mm.
Not 100,
Yeah, we're
sometimes
not
people have
on.
seasonal ones and stuff, but if you're a hard worker, like my older sister Kim, she's a when she worked, she was such a hard worker, and she worked in finance. And at the end of the month, she made sure everything where she worked was perfect. And she always had migraines. She
Hmm.
always
Not
had
Kim.
oh yeah, really bad migraines. And I would think to myself, if she would relax and take care of herself, I bet you she wouldn't have as many migraines. Now, I don't really hear about her migraines anymore.
Because she's retired.
Which she's retired and she does not my sister, she's gangster. You don't mess with her at all. And she has learned that this is her thing. She'll go, been it, not in it. And she'll walk away from a fight.
That's
She could have
awesome.
two family members going at it, and she'll go, ah, been it, not in it.
That's
And she'll
awesome.
walk away, light a cigarette, and
Yeah.
go. I adore her.
Yeah. So some people are calling themselves lazy when really
Mm-mm.
they're emotionally drowning in silence. So really, I want you guys who are resonating with this statement, again, I'm going to say it. Some people are calling themselves lazy and starting to tear themselves apart when really you're emotionally drowning yourself in silence because your body, your soul, and your mind are telling you you need a beat, you need a minute, you need to take time for you.
Yeah, take a break. You know what I've seen, and it's really hard to see it because I just want to like walk up and say, do you need a hug? Do you need to talk to somebody? You'll see somebody in a store basically in their sweats or pajamas, and they're down like this, and they have a big knot in the back of their hair. Have you ever seen that, Daniel? I've seen it, and it's depression. It is they don't even feel like brushing their hair, and it is
Mm,
the saddest thing. I have a friend that's a hairstylist, and she has a client that will come in every couple months, and she'd be like, she's really had it rough. She couldn't even get out of bed, and there are that type. That's not being lazy. That is overwhelmed sadness. Really, you need to get help. You need love. You need people that are caring. And yeah, because she called me and I helped her figure out how to go through her hair so she didn't have to cut it all off.
oh my God.
Well, a little bit of pledge. I swear I did. I was like, she goes, "What did you do with the horses?" I said, "I would spray them with lemon pledge because it had wax in it. So anybody that has knots in their hair, lemon pledge."
We're not a medical professional or a hairstylist.
No,
So,
I'm a cowgirl. Lemon pledge. No, but it was sad, and luckily she got to get her hair brushed through. It took a while,
yeah.
but I it's easy to look at those people and judge them, but really it's outwardly they need a little extra love.
Yeah. So, how many of you put in the comments feel like you are the strong one or the fixer or the person that people always come to fix their problem or bail them out or you're their caregiver or caretaker? Because I want to know if you've noticed that you became the strong one in childhood. How many of you looking back did you step up and sign yourself up to be that strong one? Because high functioning people often hide burnout the best
Hmm.
because we're used to it. When we chose that role and signed ourselves up, or sometimes got forced into it, you don't realize when you're in the middle of burnout because you can still go to work, you can still smile, parent, show up, post online, and still be deeply exhausted. So, survival mode will start to teach people to disconnect from their own needs.
Hmm.
But we do have to start becoming aware and okay with the discussion of trauma and how trauma trains the body to stay alert. So I have to sometimes tell my partner, like, listen, I might seem like I have it together, but I'm gonna need about a good 10 minutes. Like I'm pre-warning you, I'm crumbling. And I learned that in my relationships, I have to kind of set that. And I have to say, hey, I need a minute. I'm not doing okay. I had a long day, which probably going to be tonight. I'm not going to lie. I had a long day, back to back sessions. My last reading, I'm not going to lie, I'm glad I did it. And it was a beautiful reading. It was I have a question for my loved one. And it was a very trauma filled question that I haven't even, told my team about or told Mama Corey about or anything. And it truly sat with me and hit me pretty hard at it, where even my client was like, "Oh no, I thought you were about to tell me to walk away for a minute," because it was that serious of a question for her loved one. And I'm not putting people's business on the streets, so I'm not gonna to say it. I'll share with Corey off camera, but it truly is sitting hard with me even now. And I'm like, oh, thank God that wasn't the truth of it, and thank God because the human mind of me was like, I'm gonna go whip his ass in spirit, but then the soul part of me is like, and the medium part of me is like, well, let's not pre-assume or prejudge the situation. Let's let spirit answer it, and let's check with the spirit guides to see if he's lying and all of that. And but still, that just that energy, because this is how wild it was. I'm not going to go into details, but when she came in, she's a returning client. I saw her back in January, and we sat down, and her loved one, his energy felt different. Now, I have a lot of returning clients, and I can feel if my soul has connected with another soul in spirit before. You've seen it at Cocktails in Spirit. You've seen it on shows, on stage, where I'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I've chatted with him before, right? Or I've chatted with her before because she just said hello again. And I can feel that soul to soul connection, having a remembrance and having that connection. But today, the energy felt different. And instantly, my body changed. And I just said, Hun, have I chatted with this person before? Because let me tell you, they don't feel like when I first chatted with them, they actually feel more sad. And she goes, you have connected with this person before. And I go, this is so odd. Like, typically, souls come back and they're more cheery. And I asked him in spirit, and I said, why? What's happening? And he goes, Daniel, there's something that's actually breaking my heart, and it's making me sick to my stomach, that she found out after the last session. And I said this to her, and she goes, that's exactly why I'm here and why I'm by myself and not with the last person that I came with, and blah, blah, blah. And just that heaviness and that sadness and that heartbreak and he goes, I have to, before we dive into this reading, I have to preference and remind her how much I love her. And I was like, what is going on? The gay in me was like, what am I about to get into? What's about to happen? And then Corey, you know what this means. My grandmother was in the background and said, you have to be honest and neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever my grandma steps forward in a reading, honey,
It's gonna get dicey.
yeah. And thank God, like we got the answer and it was honest and it was true and she fully could feel it and get the goosies and validate. And I was like, oh, thank God, because depending on how the soul was going to answer it, it would have been a very wild moment. And again, I wish I could, share it all, but I'm not going to because it's not for me to share. But I wanted to share that moment because your body does remember what the mind is trying to move past. And right now, truly, my mind is still like, if that would have went X, Y, and Z, if that would have went left field, what would have happened? And so my body is remembering all of that emotion in that last session. And you have to give yourself grace. You have to give yourself a minute to breathe, and you have to give yourself time to process.
You have to be strong enough to ask for it too.
Yeah.
I will get off work and I get overwhelmed and I'll say, I need 10 minutes and a cup of coffee. I don't care if it has caffeine or not. I just need the smell of coffee.
Yeah.
But you got to ask for it.
Yeah.
And it's again, you can be mean,
Yeah.
but
Well, and I'm glad like you're saying this, but like I bet you also when you first started you setting those boundaries or asking for a
Mhm.
moment of peace or giving yourself peace, I bet you it felt uncomfortable
Mhm.
because you're
I
used to
felt
just
mean.
going or some people are actually used to the chaos. They're used to
Mhm.
that what did our one friend say? You're in that boat and when the waves are all calm, you start panicking because you're used to rocky waves.
Mhm.
That's actually true for some people. They're
Yeah.
so used to I mean, for the family member today, she was getting responsibility and she was laughing and getting new clothes and this and that. And instead of, becoming mature and taking the opportunities that were handed to them, what happened, Corey?
Poof.
Gone.
Rock the boat.
She rocked the boat and created even more waves and chaos because it's what this person thrives in and lives in. And so,
Yeah, it's not comfortable. There are people that are not comfortable unless the boat is rocking. And they will always be uncomfortable until they either run ashore and they can't get that boat to move or they get some kind of help
yeah,
because there are just people that thrive on it.
yeah,
I had a girlfriend, she's still that way. She'd just be like, Sometimes my drama is an after school special, but sometimes my drama is prep time. And she and she did. Called her apartment something like room 222 or something like that. She goes, "That's a good show." And she was in it. She would say it sometimes. She goes, "You know me. I love the drama."
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, some people feel uncomfortable
Hmm.
when there's not enough chaos, and many people don't know how to rest without the guilt.
I'll walk away from it.
Yeah.
I just can't. I just can't. I'll just say, like, maybe we can talk about it later or something because I'm mad or I'm upset or I I'm done.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, but it's okay to have boundaries and protect yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, and it's okay to take a nap. It's okay. Why do you think cats are so happy? They call them cat naps. They get up and they're happy. They stretch.
I don't know. I've met a lot of bitchy cats.
Not my house.
You don't have any cats.
I did.
Back in the day.
I did.
And you know what? They're not around because they got bitchy, huh?
I had this white cat story time. I, I had this.
I wanted to
That's
say,
what,
bitch, hasn't this whole thing been story time?
no, from now on, when I go on a tangent, I'm just gonna go story time. Get your coffee, get your
Story time.
cigarette. Story
Oh my
time.
god, I spilled my soda everywhere.
But anyway, I had this white cat. His name was Homer. I'm not even gonna go in the whole thing. He was homely Homer. He's the ugliest kitty in the
I
world.
didn't get into the whole thing,
But
but
now he's handsome Homer, and he had this big,
is
beautiful
he
white
still
coat.
around?
Oh, have you seen him?
Well, you said, but now he's handsome
Well,
Homer.
but he grew up to be a handsome kid,
Okay.
and he
I
had a
was gonna
thing.
ask you, where were you hiding him?
He had a thing for people that wore black.
Oh, I'd be
and
fucked.
and he would be like, he would get all excited. So I'm going out with my girlfriends one time, and he walks in the front room, and I had this, whole black outfit. He's like, comes up and he's trying to rub on me. I'm like, stop it, Homer. And I go outside. He jumps through the window. He chased me all the way down the driveway. I come back up in the house. He chased me back in the house. Do you know how stupid I looked with that cat chasing me and how white trash I was? It was actually jumping through my front window.
And you're just running around in a black dress.
And black pants, and that cat was just like meow, and he'd be dead asleep. Somebody and my sister Kelly wears all black. That cat would be like, Kelly, get in here.
Oh my goodness.
He was a good kitty, but ooh, he loved black.
We have to unbox that.
Okay,
But
story time over.
thank you for coming to it. You bow.
Yeah.
But what other people don't realize, especially in the spiritual community and
Mhm.
people who are developing their intuition and things like that, that actually starts to disconnect you from your gifts, from your intuition, because emotional exhaustion impacts spiritual connection, obviously, you guys. So when you're overwhelmed, intuition becomes harder to hear. Sensitive people often absorb other people's emotions unknowingly. So we have to talk about placing even energetic boundaries, because by placing boundaries, they're not just boundaries for the other person to, get it together and act right, but it's also an emotional boundary for you, because your body, your soul is saying, girl, no more. I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I want you guys also to realize this: unresolved grief, heartbreak, resentment, and people pleasing can create energetic heaviness. So even be mindful of what you're grieving, what you're going through, what you're feeling, because not every heavy feeling belongs to you. Sometimes it's a situation, it's something from the past, or it's from someone else. But spirit does slow us down to reconnect us with ourselves. So if you're going through this, I'm so exhausted, but I'm not busy and I'm not this, I'm not that. Spirit brought you this moment of slowdown, brought you this moment of quiet so you can deal with the burnout, because burnout can become a spiritual wake-up call. And sometimes exhaustion is the soul asking for reconnection, not productivity. So really be mindful. Are you slowing down, but yet you're still exhausted? Because chances are God, the angels, your spirit guides, Oprah, whomever, gave you this moment to truly deal with that exhaustion so you can recoup and you can take time for you.
Yeah, and there's again, there's nothing wrong with taking that moment. And always get a little, if it lasts too long, go to the doctor, get your blood work, make sure there's nothing,
Go to therapy.
yeah, go to therapy, make sure that everything checks out. And then if it all checks out and you don't have medical problems, then really dig deep and find something that lights you up.
Yeah.
There's people that are givers that um, are like, I started volunteering at a hospital. There's a lot of retired people that
Yeah.
volunteer at hospitals. And because helping people short term, they don't marry these people. They're just, let me,
What? They
well,
don't
you know what
marry
I
these.
mean. But they don't get involved with their daily thing. They're there like,
Oh, they don't
here's
really get into it.
right.
For a
It's
second, I was like, who's going to hospitals to marry people?
well, maybe in Beverly Hills. Uh, but let's get you a cup of coffee. Do you need an ear?
Why is coffee your go-to fix it?
I actually even have coffee candy. I was gonna pop one in my mouth a few seconds ago.
I'm gonna get these coffee candies.
They're good. Werther's. Mm.
Sponsor us.
If you need, sponsor Werther's. Original coffee.
But that's actually a good point to kind of like segue into is things that you can do to begin to reconnect with yourself. So obviously healing doesn't always start with fixing everything because a girl, if you go in and you try to fix everything, you're just going to get back right where you were. So it's okay to start with just being honest, right? And becoming aware and normalize slowing down, becoming okay with slowing down, discussing what you're going through, talking about that, but also learning to take deep breaths, go on walks. It's
Hmm.
okay to sit in silence. This one, it's okay to cry. Sometimes Corey and I are like we don't really cry with one another, but if I cry, it's ugly. Like I'll be like, look away, and it's a whole thing. But sometimes Corey and I will call each other and we'll just be like, yeah, I just had a really good cry in the shower. I'm fine. And you're just like, why? And you're just like, I just had to let it out.
Yeah.
So I can hear my baby crying actually. But journaling, grounding, saying no, learning how to say no. Because again, doesn't make you a bitch, honey. You're putting an energy balance out there.
And find something to direct your good energy. Story time. My friend growing up, her mom had the most beautiful yard. It was gorgeous. And she had a dad that wasn't so wonderful. And she asked her mom, she goes, Mom, why was your garden so beautiful all the time? She goes, Honey, your dad is an a-hole. She goes, Well, what does that have to do? She goes, Every time he'd make me mad, I'd go out in the yard and garden so that I would get happy again. She was from Scotland. She was so charming. And so she would take her energy. He would upset her. She would take that energy and she would go out and she would plant plants or go out. She had this stuff called dichondra, which if you're in California, you know what that is, and you have to be expert yard care person for this. And
Why?
it was just perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And it was because she took her negative energy, she put it into something perfect, into
Hmm.
something positive. And she had plum trees. Like my dad would be like, Corey, do you think Donna's mom's plum trees in season yet? Because they were great. But yeah, so that I learned that from her. And God, she was so charming. Her little Scottish accent. She's like, Curry, you and Tuna.
That's so funny. But no, it's true. Like, really put your energy into something that brings you joy
Hmm.
and safety. What brings you that safe feeling? What brings you that moment of being able to be okay? Because rest is productive when your body has been surviving. So I don't want people who feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm so lazy if I take a nap, or I'm so lazy if I don't get X, Y, and Z done. Rest is also just as important and just as productive because you don't need to earn rest by reaching your breaking point first. You can enjoy rest before you get to the breaking point because chances are it's going to be a lot harder to crawl out of.
Mhm. Yeah, and chances are, I mean, people will go, I don't want anybody to think I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I just need a nap. No, you're not lazy. You need to, guess what? My phone isn't lazy. It needs to be charged. It needs to be plugged
And
in.
updated, probably.
As we speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little thing with Yahoo. I don't know. We got to fix that.
Oh,
But
no.
but no, it's true. It's not that you're lazy. You just need to quit giving your energy out and or taking on other people's and trying to troubleshoot and figure their problems out when they're off being happy. They're off doing their thing, and you're exhausted because you just sat there and troubleshot them. You know, you tried to figure out and make things better for them. I used to have that talk with my sister with her kids. I'm like, you're all upset, you're worried, you're trying to change everything and do everything, and they're out partying.
Right.
They're not even caring about you. They don't care about your ulcer. You know what
Jesus.
they care about? They care about what their friends are doing. Stop.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself.
No, so it's okay to take care of you. It's okay to, and again, you're not lazy. It's okay to just
Yeah.
add a little nap on your thing, on your to-do list. Hello, congrats on your new beautiful space. I definitely took that role on when I was young. I was 45 before I learned to care for me first.
Hmm.
You nailed it. Trauma response. I was having a conversation with someone yesterday, and I could hear the anxiety in her around the unknown, and for her, a trauma response is needing to always be in control of things. I shared with her when we are operating in our trauma brain, we start to believe we have to carry everything and everyone, and it's a lie. It's true. Like you have to separate yourself, and I teach this in my mediumship classes and my intuitive classes that you might get triggered by a client or by a client situation. And that's actually what happened today. And I had to not go from a trauma response. I had to go from a heart response and a calm response. And so when I'm not doing readings, honey, I'm half Hispanic and Italian. I will clap back, right? But I can catch myself and how I'm reacting, and I'll pause. Remember when you first met me, I'd pop off on everything.
Hmm.
And now I'm like, it's fine. I'm just not.
Or this one, close your ears.
What?
When you would tell me that when you'd want to pop up, you go close your ears.
Oh, I was like, what? What did
No,
I
no,
do?
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
I mean, Corey, look away.
Yeah,
Close your ears.
Look away.
Look away. It, it's true. Jesus, I was a lot. Being a father really tamed me. Um, but no, so yeah, and thank you. I did just open. We had a beautiful grand opening this weekend for the Daniel Monroe Spirit Center right here in Vancouver, Washington. And Mama Corey doesn't know this. Like, I'm even changing my academy name where it's was the Daniel Monroe Development Academy.
Mhm.
And it's where, I teach all my development classes, my intuitive classes, and my mediumship courses, and all of the, everything spiritual. And now, should I release the name now or should I wait?
Well, sure, I'm waiting too.
Yeah, you don't even know. And we have a whole new logo and a whole new like everything. But let me see if I can actually share. Can I share the new logo? Where is it? All right. Are you ready, Poodle?
Yep.
It is the Daniel Monroe Institute of Spiritual Arts
Very nice.
because we wanted it to be elevated. And the new logo will be releasing pretty soon, but it actually has a little hidden.
Is that going to be on the door too?
So we're not going to put it on the door. However, we are going to put it in the classroom. Yeah. So I know I have like 3 logos. We have Daniel Monroe Psychic Medium, Daniel Monroe Spirit Center, and now Daniel Monroe Institute of Spiritual Arts. And so we're going to put that in the classroom so that way, it's on brand in there. But I created the logo to also have a little thing for my twins. So because their middle names are green and blue, so it has green leaves and blue leaves in it. So I'm excited to launch it and show all of you. But yeah, we have the Daniel Monroe Spirit Center, and then we have Mama Corey now taking clients. Is that one of my babies?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it? Is
It's
it
my
Dash?
handsome little biter. Yeah.
Is it Dash?
Mm-hmm. Hi, babies.
Let me see.
David's right here too.
Oh no, it's David.
No, Dash. I know my.
Oh, I was like, that was David.
No, right behind him.
Hi, Papa. You want to come say hi, handsome? Hola, mi niño bonitos. Hi, Papa. This is little David. He's like, ooh, is that a big iPad? Can you say hi, Papa? Can you say hi? Can you say
Look at
hi?
Dash. Wait a minute.
How was
I'm
your
the social
day?
one.
What, Papa?
Are
Did
you
they
coming?
just wake up? Oh my goodness. Everyone,
Are
this
you
is little
coming?
David. Mama Corey's getting Dash. Say hi, Papa.
Hi. Look at him. He's
Say
like,
hi,
I love those
Papa.
glasses.
Say hi, Papas. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Hi. Hi.
Story time.
Story time. All right.
Baby time.
We're almost done. David, a cutie. So this is David. Mama Corey has Dash.
Dash has got Mama Corey. He loves
All
my
right.
glasses.
So we're going to pull some cards. All right, Papa. I'll see you later. I see you later, handsome boy. I see you later, handsome boy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm almost done. Bye, Papa. Bye, my niño bonitos, Papa. Bye, Papa.
Somewhere is the binky.
Oh, he got the binky. All right. Anyways, we heard the little babies. They popped
Break
in.
over.
All right. We're going to pull some cards. Make sure you come in, say hello, tag people. Did they lock us in here? They were like, you're done. No more story time with Corey.
Corey stories.
Corey stories. But no, so we open the Daniel Monroe Spirit Center. We're open Thursday through Sunday, 11 to 6. Mama Corey will be here on Saturdays. We have Kelly doing card readings. We have a brand new card reader who also does tea leaf readings, which I'm so excited about. She will be here on Thursday.
I think she should read our tea leaves first.
I'm so excited about it because I've been wanting tea leaf. Yeah, she's stunning. You guys will love her. So anyways, that will be up. And also, right quick, come on in, say hello. We have Cocktails in Spirit next Tuesday. It's the Mother's Day edition one where I will be connecting with your loved ones on the other side in Ridgefield, Washington. And the theme is, because you guys know I love a good theme, is Heaven in Bloom. Heavens in Bloom. So it's all floral. And I just got my outfit. I have to try it on tonight, actually. And I'm so excited. And I'm only doing this one and then Father's Day, and then I take a break again.
Are we doing the podcast before?
I don't know. We have to chat with Ryan about that. We might have to pre-record a podcast if Ryan has time.
Oh.
Because there's no way.
Okay.
And like we were not taking all this equipment and stuff over there. Yeah.
We've cowboyed it. We do it on the phones.
Well, it's different going through StreamYard, but we'll talk about it later. All right, come on in. So I'm going to pull a card collectively while you guys are coming in. Leanna, hello, my love. Got her ticket. Yes. All right. Are you guys ready? Ooh, leadership. So everyone, I love how this is going with tonight's theme. Everyone who's getting or connected to leadership card, and we're talking about this theme of being energetically drained and why you're so tired. Sometimes you can put down the torch, but sometimes it's okay to follow someone else's lead for a moment. And I know for us control freaks, we're the ones that have to lead, and we're the ones that have to be direct and do X, Y, and Z and make the choices and decisions. But it's okay to allow somebody else to be a leader. So this is the collective card for tonight, leadership. Your turn, Poodle.
Perfect. Shield yourself.
Does it say story time?
Story time. I love this. It's so, and you look, you can see in his shield, there's like this huge bear.
Oh, it's Archangel Michael.
And it's just, look at the power behind him. That is just awesome. So make sure you have your shield, get it ready. And I'm sorry, I have something in my eye. I've been having eye problems. Yeah, just make sure that you shield yourself. You don't have to be grouchy or nasty or anything, you can shield yourself very eloquently. And when you find something that's coming at you or somebody, you can quietly put your shield up. Just think. We do a thing in one of our classes of think pink, put a pink shield in front, and to reflect some of the bad energy. And so shield yourself, shield your
Shield
energy.
yourself. All right, I'm going to do another one. Ooh, emerging. So everyone who's drawn to this card right now, you are in a moment of stillness. You're in a moment of in between, but know that spirit has your back and you're going through this next phase, this next chapter of emerging and reaching for the stars, reaching for the sun. And spirit is telling you it's okay to jump for whatever it is that your heart is telling you to go for. Don't hold back. Don't second guess because chances are you're going to miss your mark. So make sure that you allow yourself to emerge, allow yourself to be seen, and allow yourself to step into that power. All right? So emerging. Your turn, Poodle. Story time?
No, law of attraction.
Ooh.
I love this. I had pulled this card this weekend, and it's like, you look at her, she's sitting there beautifully amongst a bunch of fish.
I didn't even notice the fish.
I always look really close into the cards, and I'm like, she's not letting nothing bother her.
Mm.
You know, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. That's what you see. You don't see anything around her. You don't see what's going on. Just be that beautiful. Let your light shine,
And things will come
and
to
things will
you.
come to you. She's the. It's just I love her. If you can see it, she's just so stunning, and she's just not letting anything get to her. She's beautiful. Things are coming to her, and there's so much color around her, and I just love it.
Yeah. I used to thrive in chaos until I was out of it and my mental health and energy shifted. Well, I'm glad you're not in it anymore, honey. I'm glad you're not in it anymore. Alrighty, my loves. Thank you for joining us for tonight. We might have to switch. Poor Ryan's like, oh my God. We might have to do Monday. We'll talk about it. But I have to go get my babies to bed. There, it's another teething night, it sounds like. But I love you guys. Check out the Daniel Monroe Spirit Center if you're here in Vancouver, Washington. We're open Thursday through Sunday. And we have some pretty amazing products. We sold out of a lot of products, but we still have some. All of my products are amazing. Come on, I hand
Yeah,
selected
he
each
puts
one.
a lot into it. He just doesn't buy stuff off the shelf like, I think this will
Yeah,
fly. He doesn't. He looks at it like, would I have this in my home?
yeah. And what I
He's
use
got a
this in my
beautiful home,
practice.
so.
And you've seen it. I've denied some products. I'm like, no, no, thank you.
Not gonna fit.
All right, you guys, I love you. Check out Cocktails and Spirit. That's happening next Tuesday. It's on my website. And we will see you guys next
I'll be
week.
reading cards on Saturday. Book
Corey
an
will be here
appointment.
reading cards. You guys can do walk-ins, or we'll post the link later on for you guys to be able to pre-book with her or Kelly or all the other amazing readers that we have this week. All right, I love you guys. Remember to always love yourself and to be yourself, and don't let anyone else dim your light or tell you any
Put your
different.
shield up.
Yeah. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye bye.